This week, Converse gets the last shot, and Reveiw gives us the first look. I am your host, Jacques Slade, and this is the Weekly Review. Nike's purchase of the Converse line has been pretty quiet. Well, that is up until now. At a recent investor meeting, Nike showed some Converse product that had incorporated Flywire. Now, Flywire has pretty much already made its way through all of the Nike product lines and looks like it's going to bridge the gap and jump over to Converse. I, for one, am pretty excited to see what Nike does with Flywire and the Converse product line. Let's move on to number 4. Last week, I brought you news about a special Air Jordan 13 release made by Jordan Brand specifically for Reveiw. Now, that was set to drop on July 16th, but as of this taping, that date has been moved back to July 23rd. Now, that is all good, but the part of the release that we wanted to change, the part where it's only in Boston and Miami at the House of Hoops in Boston and in Miami at SoFly, unfortunately, that part of the release has not changed. So if you happen to be hopping down to Boston or going over to Miami to pick up the Air Jordan 13 Reveiw Special Edition, do it on the weekend of July 23rd. Hardly a week goes by without some sort of news breaking about LeBron James, and last week was no exception. Courtesy of Counterkicks, we acquired some teaser images of what is believed to be the next Nike LeBron shoe, or the Nike LeBron 9, if that's what they're going to call it. Now, these are just teaser images. However, there are two choice things we were able to find out from the images. One is that they use a new LeBron James logo. It's an L and a J with a crown in the middle. And also that they're going to use carbon fiber on the upper. Now, we're not sure if this is a production model or if this is just a sample, but we're definitely excited about the carbon fiber. One last thing, they are no longer using the lion logo on the tongue, but according to JBlocker4, that's because he doesn't play like a lion, he plays like a lamb. Ouch. Modern notoriety does it again, giving us a look at the Air Jordan 14 last shot. Black tumbled leather make up the majority of the upper, with bits of suede that intersect on the heel, ankle, and on the toe. For those that don't know, this model is actually inspired by one of Michael Jordan's Ferraris, thus the Ferrari-inspired Jumpman logo. Look for these to hit retail shops in December 2011. Last week, we capped off the weekly review with a custom sneaker, and this week it looks like we're going to do the same. Seen here is the Air Jordan 6 Cement by none other than Mizzy Customs. Mixing the famous 4s and the 6s, Mizzy took it easy on this one and just did some light cement work on the tongue, the midsole, and on the heel pull. Now, for those that are interested in seeing more work from Mizzy Customs, make sure you check out his website at addictedtothehigh.com. For my honorable mentions this week, I have 3 shoes that I think are pretty dope, and the first one's going a little bit to the old school with an updated silhouette. It's the Adidas Originals Campus 80s Ballistic Pack. Now, I love it when brands repackage their classic shoes, and I think Adidas did a really good job outfitting these with a ballistic nylon. I thought it was pretty dope. It looks pretty hot. Next up is the Nike Women's Air Max 1 in light green and white. Plain and simple, it's hard to front on a beautiful woman in a nice pair of Air Max, and these definitely up the ante. And finally, for the last honorable mention, it's the Reebok Classic Vintage Pack. I'm not sure when these are set to release. There will be some more information releasing about these, I think, later on this month. But I definitely love the old school Reeboks. I do wish, however, that Reebok would have just released them as brand new as opposed to giving them that vintage treatment that a lot of brands are doing right now. Just give me my sneakers new. I don't need you to make them old for me. I'll make them old soon enough when I wear them. So those are my honorable mentions. So let's move on to the personal pick. For my personal pick for this month, I am actually skipping or foregoing the shoe choice, and I'm actually going with a video. I recently had an opportunity to sit down with Swizz Beatz and talk to him about Reebok and the Kamikaze 3. Swizz gave me a lot of his time and gave me some really good answers to my questions, and if you haven't had a chance to check it out, I definitely want you to check out the video. I'll put a link to it right here, and let me know what you think about the video. Regardless of what we think about Reebok and regardless of what we necessarily think about Swizz Beatz and his music, you have to admire the passion that he has for reviving Reebok and what he plans to do with the company and the brand. And you know, as a sneakerhead, I definitely look forward to seeing what happens, and I hope that the plans he has, I hope that everything comes to fruition, because he seems like he's really working hard on this project and really wants the brand to have a resurgence, or for Reebok to be back. He has a song that says it, so now he has to do it. So check out the interview, and that is my personal pick. Let's move on to the question of the video. Last week for the question of the video, I asked you, what silhouettes from Jordan brand do you wear that are outside of the retros? As usual, you guys definitely surprised me. I thought the answers were going to go one way, and the answers went a totally different way. And you guys actually wear a lot of the silhouettes. So I'm going to read a couple of your responses from your comments and some of your comments from YouTube. The first one here is from just Jay. It says, the comfort line is cool, super comfy. If you're looking for a retro look with the running comfort, I'm a fan. But the only Jordan I'll ever wear outside of those would be Dub Zeros, and that's still a rarity. And then I have another one. This one is from Sneakers with 2 R's and 2 Z's. Jordan Pure J's Team Jumpman Elites 1 by far, I think, are the best performance shoes that I've rocked and the hottest design. So shout out to Sneakers. And then here's a really good one from Fresh Deals 27. Jordan Comfort 11 Viz Airs. My pair, the retail was $110. They were $59.99 at the outlet, and with my friend's discount, I got them for $46. Good deal and a really clean shoe. I like how the Comfort series have their own colorways going and kind of do their own thing for the most part, and they don't just try and rip off the retro Jordan brand top and stick it on another Nike bottom. And I like them, and that's what matters. And honestly, Fresh Deals 27, I think really that is really what matters the most. The fact that you like them, regardless of whatever all these internet sneakerheads, it kind of bothers me, but I won't get into all that here. If you like the shoes, rock them. If they appeal to you, rock them, regardless of what anybody says. Don't let these internet sneakerheads change your mind. And well, while we're on the theme of Jordan brand, somebody, I can't remember who it was in the comments, but there was a comment that said, if you only have Jordan shoes in your closets, then you can't call yourself a sneakerhead. So my question is, what do you call someone who calls himself a sneakerhead and only has retros in their closet? Is that a sneakerhead or no? You guys leave me comments, leave them here on YouTube, or if you're watching this on Facebook, leave them on Facebook, or if you're on the website, leave them on the website, and let me know what you call someone who only has retros but calls themselves a sneakerhead. Well, that is the end of the weekly review. As always, I appreciate you guys. We wouldn't do this show without you guys. If you haven't subscribed, make sure you hit the subscribe button. It'll let you know every time we have a new video. If you missed last week's video, here it is. Bam! Right there, or bam! Right there. Should be over there, right? Not over there, then you wouldn't see it. Bam, it's right there. So make sure you click on the video and check out last week's episode. If Twitter and Facebook is your thing, then that information is down in the description. I am your host, Jacques Slade, and as always, I appreciate you and thank you very much. Thank you guys. Peace. I'll see you next week.